وعلى آله وصحبه ومن اتبع هداه. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. The sixth hadith in the collection of 40 by Imam al-Nawawi rahimahullah ta'ala is the hadith where Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam likens our hearts to a sanctuary, likens our hearts to a place of holiness. And the hadith is quite lengthy, but without going into any additional commentary, it's quite clear. Nabi Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam said that halal, all that is lawful, are apparent. Inna al-halal bayyin. All that is halal is clear. Wa inna al-harama bayyin. And all that is unlawful, prohibited, is also clear. Wa baynahuma umurun mushtabihat. And you may find between that which is lawful and that which is unlawful, you find things that are a bit dubious, things of a grey nature, grey area, things that are slightly confusing. You're unsure as to what it is, lawful or unlawful. If you're unsure and you're unable to gain clarity from trustworthy sources, reliable sources, then Nabi Muhammad says, be careful. If you partake of the mushtabih, you partake and indulge in that which is unclear, you have indulged in haram. At that point, when you're not clear as to it. And if you abstain from it, فَمَنِ اتَّقَى الشُّبُهَاتِ, whosoever abstains from the doubtful matters, doubtful issues, has preserved his deen and his honor. His deen and his honor. Then he says, karra'i, like a shepherd. Look at this analogy. A shepherd that takes his sheep to graze on the borders of someone else's land. They are bound to go into the other land. You with me? Then he says, وَإِنَّ لِكُلِّ مَلِكٍ حِمًا, and verily for every king there is a preserved space, a space that's unlawful for you. وَإِنَّ حِمَ اللَّهِ مَحَارِمُهُ, and verily that preserved space, unlawful space, you may feel I can do it, I'm my own man, or I'm my own lady, it's my life, I'm free to do as I wish. But there are limitations and there are repercussions, and everything, every command, every restriction of deen is there for our benefit. So he said, sallallahu alaihi wasallam, after all that, clear, doubtful, stay away from the doubtful. You then preserve your honor and your deen. But if you indulge, you're indulging in haram. And then he says, don't graze there on the borders. You might just slip in. You with me? Playing with fire. And then he ends that hadith with the part that we all know. And generally scholars quote the end of the hadith. The end of the hadith is then after speaking about that which is clear and abstaining from the doubtful, and speaking about this, not going there to the edge. Stay where the lawful is, because the lawful pastures are plentiful. You want to not go on to the edge. But there's so much space for you to graze and enjoy yourself in, but you want to stick here to the edge. He then says, أَلَا إِنَّ فِي الْجَسَدِ مُضْغَةً, behold, you know what is your sanctuary? A piece of flesh in your body is a piece of flesh in your body. إِذَا صَلُحَتْ صَلُحَ الْجَسَدُ كُلُّهُ. If it is sound and pure and clean, the entire body is in a good place, a good state and healthy and sound. وَإِنْ فَسَدَتْ, but if it is tainted and spoilt and dirtied, then the entire body is tainted. أَلَا وَهِيَ الْقَلْبُ, that flesh that I'm referring to, he says, sallallahu alaihi wasallam, he says that flesh is the heart. Physical heart is connected to the spiritual state. Now, that physical heart that can be, or that spiritual heart that can be tainted with bad deeds. That spiritual heart that can become ill, can become hard, can become blind. That heart that Allah looks at, when He looks at us, He doesn't look at our forms and our shapes, He looks at our hearts. That's what the Rasul said, sallallahu alaihi wasallam. It's our sanctuary, we must preserve it. Why? Because nothing will benefit us on that day except بَلْأَتَ اللَّهَ بِقَلْبٍ سَلِيمٍ, with a heart that is at peace, a heart that is sound, a heart that is clean. Every tawbah cleanses the heart. May we be guided to tawbah, sincere tawbah. The doors of tawbah are open. Let's turn and become better than what we were, and let's commit to living as best possible a sin-free, a sinless life, a sin-free life. Ameen ya Rabbil Alameen. Ameen, ameen, ameen. And as a result, Allah will send rahmah, the rain too. The condition of istisqa is tawbah, tawbah, tawbah. اللهم إنا نسألك خير هذه الليلة، فتحها ونصرها ونورها وبركتها وهداها، ونعوذ بك من شر ما فيها وشر ما بعدها يا رب العالمين. اللهم إنا تبنا إليك فتب علينا، اللهم إنا تبنا إليك فتب علينا، اللهم إنا تبنا إليك فتب علينا. صلى اللهم وسلم وبارك على حبيبك وحبيبنا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين، وسلام على المرسلين والحمد لله رب العالمين.